Oh,
Okay, so again, guys, welcome. We are finally live. I was just giving it a few attempts once again. It took a little while again to come live. So, yeah, welcome to the stream. And
welcome, guys. We are happy to have you here, and
yeah,
we are going to live stream about our superstar once again. And there are some interesting facts about Harika Dronavalli, which are very interesting. Which I will say, like Nandini, you should talk about it because she is the mother, and you are a girl, so maybe you
you
can.
mean she's going to become a mother?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going to become a mother. She is just like 1 month away or 1.5 month away, you can say.
Is
And
it? She's only that much time away? Oh, wow.
yeah,
I didn't
she
know
is in
how
the
many
seventh
months.
month. If I'm not wrong, she will be 8 months when she will be in Olympiad.
Oh, my
That's
God.
what
That
she
is
said in the
very
interview.
close.
Yeah,
That
in
is very
interview.
close.
Yeah, in the interview she talked about that thing. So, so that's
Yeah, that
the
is very close. A lot of times, it's very close to the date, right? The symptoms and all. It depends for every woman, though. It's very different.
Mhm.
But wow, 8 months, there are lots of premature babies too, right? So 8 months is like, okay.
She is actually taking a very big risk by coming to the Olympiad, but she's saying like anything for the Olympiad.
Yeah, no, probably no. The point is right, Atul. For different pregnancies, different women, it's different. For her, probably she's having a smooth pregnancy. She doesn't need
Yeah,
bed
yeah.
rest and all that. A
Mhm.
lot of women they need bed rest. I know people who need bed rest and they need to be on the bed for the 7, 8, 9 months.
Mhm.
So she's probably having it smooth, so that's really good for her. And luckily, because of that, at least we have her play for India, right? For
Yes.
the Olympiad. So glad that everything is going smooth with her. Otherwise, we would not have her in our team.
I and just for the newcomers, I'll say like Harika Dronavalli is second highest rated player among women players in India. She
Yeah.
is also a grandmaster, means not a woman grandmaster, normal grandmaster, open
When we say
grandmaster.
grandmaster, it means grandmaster. Now the chat should be, advanced to understand our terms.
But still, we need to clarify. And
Yeah, yeah.
she is multiple times national champion. She is also world championship challenger. Also, she has challenged, but she did not win the world championship match.
She
But
actually, yeah, and she's
she's a
also got the
challenger.
bronze medal.
Yes.
She's got 3 times, which is
Yeah.
not easy. I mean, she's the only one. I think Humpy has been there, but Humpy has not got bronze medals like
Mm.
Harika, right? At least in the world
Yeah.
championship.
So
Yeah.
many things are there about Harika which are great. And I remember as Humpy, Harika has always played in the open section most of the time in her life until now.
Yeah.
And she has proved that she's pretty strong player. And she is there to win against strong men grandmasters. So hats off to her.
Yeah. And today the games we'll be having a look at. We'll
Mm.
begin with the game since you said we'll begin with the game against a really strong grandmaster. That's what we
Really
are going to
strong.
begin with today. And yeah,
Wow.
just to add up some more stuff about her, she did get the Padma Shri recently. I think in the past two
Mm.
years,
Wow.
she
Wow.
received the Padma Shri because of her achievement in sports. And yeah, I remember she got that because she posted that online. So I remember
Yes.
seeing that.
Yes. And she has got other like
Yeah,
great.
Arjuna Award, I think many of the Indian players have got. So that's why I specifically mentioned about Padma Shri. But of course, she's an Arjuna awardee too.
Yeah. And one more interesting thing about her chess, I would like to mention before we go further. She has been trained by her coach, who is not a grandmaster, not a title player. You
Yeah,
can say he is K. Ramu. That's what
yeah.
they call. And he is 2200 player, and he is the one who is behind her success. He always talks about him, and she admires him as a guru, you can say. And not only Harika, he has trained other grandmasters
Yeah,
also. Now Bharat
I,
Koti is there,
yeah.
and
And even if, I think, even if not grandmasters, because everybody does not become, but he
Mhm.
has many other students who are national champions and really
Yes.
top players who have done very well in India and abroad, of course. But Indian players I'm specifically talking about.
Yeah, so due recognition needs to be given to the coach. That's why I talked about him. He has done a phenomenal job to bring up the Indian chess queen in front of all the world.
Yeah, definitely. And all
Abhinav
right.
is saying nice t-shirt. Thank you, Abhinav.
You're getting compliments these days on your attire, Atul.
Yeah, what to do? Usually we get comments about girls clothing, but now I'm getting it.
So that's good, right? That's showing how we are advancing. It's not just about the
Yeah.
girls' clothing now. And Abhinav and Amay, thank you so much. Welcome to the chat. Nice to have you guys. You are our first viewers for the day, I believe. So,
Yeah. And the first game also, which we are going to see, we are going to begin very soon, guys. And it is a
very.
very interesting game, and that too against a man
Let me
who
actually put it up there on the screen. There we go.
was
Yeah.
uh,
Oh,
who
wait, I
was
did
a
not start my
championship
camera, is
challenger.
it? Do you want me to start my camera, Atul, or you're having a look at it? You want me to start? I forgot to start on Zoom today.
Yeah, you can start. You can talk about it today if you are fresh. I
I'm
will also
fine.
talking a little bit in between also, but you can make the arrows.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so today we'll begin with a game between Harika and Nigel Short.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who do not know Nigel Short, he has been, I think, in the top three in the world. He was also the World Championship challenger and he lost to Kasparov, if I'm not wrong. So he
Yes,
has
yes.
been a world top player for a very long time.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I think if you guys follow social media, you guys should obviously already come across him. He's very popular amongst everybody. And he's also into FIDE right now, right? If I'm not wrong.
He resigned. He
Oh, he
resigned. He's
resigned.
not there.
Okay, but he was part of, he had a
Yeah.
position and stuff. All right. So we'll have a look at this game. And I chose one game where Harika is white, one game where Harika is black.
And
Just
you
for,
choose interesting game, I will say, because I
yeah.
have seen this game a little bit. You can say I have some memories about this game, and
Ah,
it was
is it?
very yeah, because like I wanted to do some live stream about Harika, and I was checking the games, and this game came up on top because it was against Nigel Short, and he's a
Ah.
strong top player.
Yeah, definitely. And Abhinav is saying the famous king walk against him, and yeah, definitely. Those who know a little more, who have a little more knowledge about games and have gone through, will definitely know about the king walk.
Yes.
But yes, the very same Nigel shot. Hi Shlok, we are going to have a look at Harika's games today, so please stay in and you guys can also get the moves as we go along. Shall we begin, Atul?
So let's go continue.
E4,
Yeah.
E6, we have
Mm-hmm.
the French,
Mm-hmm.
D4, D5,
Yeah.
Knight D2, Bishop E7, E5, so the advanced, right?
Yeah.
C5 and Queen G4. So this is very common in the French defense where white gets the queen out, does not play knight F3 immediately because this queen can now target the G7 pawn because the bishop has to move and it develops. And when this happens, as black, you have to play king f8 and that's the way it goes.
Means for
So
some
this,
people, I will say like who are beginners or not that much into chess, they will feel like you are moving the king early in the opening. What are you doing? But for that, I'll just say that wherever your king is safe, that is the home for the king.
exactly. And yes, another thing I would like to add, if you're a beginner, then please do not start with French defense. That's not what you should start with. Because these
Play
kind of
e4, e5.
moves, yeah, play e4, e5, castle your king, so that is what you should begin with. And later on, as you're experienced with the positions, then yes, you can choose what to play. French is one option because you have to be comfortable with the king over here. You have to understand what Atul just mentioned about where is the king's home. That will come with a little bit of experience. So yeah, do not, as a beginner, do not play French. After a while, yes, definitely, why not? So here, Nigel continued with D into C5. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of immediately capturing and going for the pawn, Harika says, fine, let me gain a tempo first. So queen's on G4, so I can play H5 and gain a tempo. So H5 was played. The queen went back. I think the point is if there is, let's say, queen G3, again, there's probably H4 and again getting a tempo. I believe so. So queen E2 was rather played. And one thing to note down now, this bishop is also being blocked. But the point is the queen was out. It does not have very suitable squares. So queen E2 and also needs to support the pawn.
Yeah.
So queen e2 and bishop into c5 takes the pawn right away because you don't want white to defend it, right? Later with b4, knight b3 or whatever, you don't want that to happen.
Correct.
So bishop c5 and knight b3 happened as
One
we
more
said.
idea which I would like to mention about this thing, that the pawn on h5 was not just played to kick the queen away. It is also in order to protect the g4 square, because black's knight is somehow going to go on the
On
f5 square.
g4, f5 square,
F5,
yeah,
F5 square.
definitely. Okay.
Hmm.
So where
Bishop
were
is
we?
under
Knight
attack.
b3, the bishop is under attack. Now Harika says, well, this bishop, if I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 times, does not seem good. Why not, go with a developing move rather? Goes with b6. So now if you capture, then I capture, at least has central pawns, and the bishop was not doing much anyway. And this bishop, which is usually the bad bishop, because of the pawn, now has an open path. So no worries for black. Okay, I'm connected back. Okay. So knight h3 was played over here. Again, what's this basic idea? Why not knight f3 and why knight h3?
Maybe he wants to play f4.
F4 could be an idea, definitely. Maybe to protect the pawn, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise both are doing the very same job if it is about the g5 square and
Yeah.
g5 square. Okay. So anyway, Harika goes queen c7, develops, and bishop f4, defending now, and knight e7, developing, and long castles. This seems decent for white to castle on the queen side. I think king side, like the pawn was already advanced. So and it'll take time to develop these pieces, right? The bishop and the bishop, let us say. First the queen and the bishop. So rather castle queen side and complete development. So knight g6, just attacking the bishop. And here Nigel Short just chooses to go with king b1 and does not mind giving up this bishop, as Atul has already mentioned. This knight would like to come to the f4 square if you capture.
Yeah.
And yeah, it
And
attacks
and,
the
and another
h5
thing is
pawn.
also there. I mentioned about knight coming to f5 also, but in this position, the bishop was more important to be removed. That's why she went to the g6 instead of f5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So this bishop.
Otherwise, if the bishop is not there, instead of the pawn is there, because I have seen some of the games where white
Then
players
knight
actually
here.
play f4. Then knight f5 is actually a very good square for the knight.
Yeah, because then on g6, what are you going to do? You can't do
Yeah.
anything now.
Yeah.
So yes, that's right. But king b1, she did not capture. She did not capture
She's saying
because I
like
think
that bishop is not that active now.
yeah. And why should I allow the knight to enter the game too, right? Let the knight be there. It is not doing anything anyway. I can capture anytime. So
Yeah.
knight c6 developing,
Putting pressure on
and
e5.
yeah, that's very important. Three attackers, and Nigel says, okay, time to get my rook. The only way to defend, rook e1.
Now, this is very important moment. I think maybe we can ask this thing, like, because many times we don't pay attention to the move which is there in this position.
Yeah,
Maybe we
and
can
as
ask the
you,
viewers.
yeah, you guys can guess the move. And in the meantime, we have a question. Abhinav asked, why queen to d? Why not queen to d1? Okay, the point of taking the queen to d1 is again you'll have to develop this bishop and again castle. So probably Nigel had already decided to castle long side, because of which he did not mind blocking this bishop for the time being. That is something you have to note down how you're going to continue, because coming and going back is a waste of a move, right? And h5 is helping black in a way. And then you will have to castle king side, which does not look great either for white. I think the black pawns could have still tried to push, and he felt more comfortable on the queen side because there are only two pawns. This is always something to note down. This is a central pawn, but otherwise two versus three pawns, right? So the attack may not come very easily. Of course, we have an open file, but it will not be very easy to attack the white king. So that is important to note down. Okay, so rook e1, and you guys can guess the move. We hope. I'll give you another minute. Got it, Abhinav? You can tell the move. Oh, you mean got it, got it. Oh, that got it. If you want the move, then tell me. Ah, we have 3 more days, Atul. I will be in Chennai.
Oh. I am going to start earlier than you to leave.
Yeah, you have to
Day
start
after
earlier.
tomorrow, I will be starting my journey at night. Around 10 o'clock, I will leave the house. It will
Yeah.
be almost 24 hours for me. It's
Yeah. I
very
think
long journey.
we are starting like
You are very near.
10 hours after you. Knight F5, that is on G6. Come on, Abhinav, what are you asking?
But the thing is like what I am really means I'm really excited to be there in Chennai. I am feeling like now as I'm just here, no, I don't have any tournament or something. I should have come there on like 22nd itself to feel the atmosphere, to see how the things are going on in Chennai, because everything is going on in a full swing, you can say. And the teams have started to arrive in Chennai today. The first team from all the way from Madagascar has arrived in Chennai,
Yeah.
and that is the
It's
first
an
team.
it's
Yeah,
an island, a part of Africa. It's on the, I think, right side of Africa.
right
That's
side of
it.
Africa.
There
Yes,
it is, I think, like
actually, it is
base it
more famous
is.
for the movie.
Yeah, exactly. I watched the movie. I love those movies, man.
I like to move it, move it.
Yeah, I know. It's too good. I don't mind watching the movie again too. It's nice.
I have watched all the parts.
Me too, me too.
Yeah, the first or like the favorite one for me is like penguins of Madagascar. They are
Ah.
crazy. The penguins are crazy, like Shawoski and all. Like I really love them. Let's see now. All the teams will be there on 27th for sure.
When we reach there, they'll already be there, or they will be there
Yes.
already.
Yeah, yeah. Many teams are going to be there already. It's like I think like in next 1 or 2 days, all the team, because they don't come one day before the
No, and
tournament. They
it
come two,
also,
3 days before the tournament.
yeah, also because when you're traveling long distance, there's jet lag and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
And not only
And
that, it's not that every day, they have a flight, right? They have to, it'll be usually a couple of flights it is, no? So they have to match up and they have to come in. So, yeah.
and most important thing for the foreigners, because I have married a foreigner, so I know that climate, because they need
Climate,
to
yeah.
adjust with the climate. That's why you need to come early. Because
That's
climate
also
in
good.
foreign is not like same as India.
Yeah, I think
It's like
climate and the environment as a whole, even the air, the pollution, everything is to be considered. No, because
and
people
food.
do
Don't
have,
forget
yeah,
about
and
the
food,
food.
food. No,
Food.
because the point is, I know my brother, he has like severe dust allergy.
Uh-huh.
In Goa, the air is, I'm not going to say it's super clean, but it's decent, okay? The
Mhm.
minute he steps into Mumbai or he goes to Delhi, right? The minute at the airport, he falls sick. He starts sneezing and he falls sick
Uh,
immediately just at the airport. So it's and I'm not joking about this. Every time we have gone, he has been playing with 103 fever, like always, every time in Delhi. Like
oh
going there
God.
is just useless for him. He falls sick immediately. For me, I don't. But people have issues, right? People who, because you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to adjust to the climate, and for them, what happens? It's a huge change. For my
Huge
brother,
change.
it's not a
Even
huge change. For them,
yeah.
it's a huge change. The bodies adjust, then the air, then the climate, then the jet lag. Like there's so many things. Food, another very
Food
important
is the
one.
most like typical thing, because atmosphere at least you can control if you are just in
Hmm.
your room in your condition. But
Yeah.
what will you do about the food? You need to eat, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because our
And
tournament
we
hall will
don't
be air conditioned. It is
we
happening in the 5-star hotel, so
we
rooms
don't
are
know
also
if we don't know if they carry food like we Indians do, right?
no, no. I think like the food will be decent, because the tournament is going to happen in 5-star hotel. They will be staying in 5-star hotels everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Only
there
spices
will
are the
be
issue. They
yes,
cannot
spices
they
are there, but I
spices.
think in good hotels they might be providing
They will
international.
provide. They will provide. But India is known for spices. Like we're like
Yes.
spicy people, of spicy food. And
And
then
I know some people, they love to eat spicy even though they are foreigners.
yeah. Of course, there are obviously people like that. It's like I don't like too much spices. No, I should have been a foreigner. No, same way there will be others who should have been Indians.
You are a slight foreigner, you can say. You have stayed early life in early
Yeah, that is
foreign
also
only.
true. That is also true.
Okay, coming back to the game
Yeah.
here, Abhinav has suggested Knight of 5, which was not there.
Hmm.
So the main thing is, which I feel like you have done everything in the center of the board, and on the king side also you cannot really play because your king is there. It's time to go for the queen side, and that's why here Harika has played the next move, which was Nandini.
Suggested by Arjun in the chat. And yes,
Yeah,
that's A5.
correct.
Directly going for the attack. And so does it mean we should always castle where we have a pawn majority? Yes, that's a very good point. A very nice way to put it, right, Atul? Where you have a pawn
Yes.
majority, where you feel safer, you go and you castle there because well, castling is for king
And
safety.
also one more thing is also not only the pawns, but opponent's pieces should not be there that much. That
Yes.
also matters a lot. Sometimes what happens, you don't have any piece there, only pawns are there, then you are obviously going to get checkmate if your opponent is having more number of pieces.
Yeah.
The thing is that it should be balanced. The pawn should be there, your defenders should be there, and your opponent's attackers. It's like a football ground. Like on the football, the goalkeeper is there, but still we need to have one or two defenders around the our goalkeeper.
Exactly.
Because he cannot handle everything alone.
Exactly.
So,
And Abhinav is saying our players adjust in Europe, so they should be, should be. No. Please don't compare. Indians are Indians, okay? We can adjust anywhere. Please don't compare. We are so diverse as a country itself.
yeah.
I don't think anybody else in the world can adjust like Indians or other Asians also. Asians, Indians are very similar as a whole. But Indians, I'm considering, we have, you just can't compare. Just because we can adjust,
Because we have
doesn't mean
lots
they
of
can
different
adjust.
atmosphere.
Yeah, and the way we are brought up is very different, and our surroundings, everything is very different, right? And we meet also in you know
And we
one
have 3
state.
seasons. We have
Ex-
3 seasons.
Yeah, and in one state, you'll see a lot of different diverse people, right? And it's different. I don't know how to tell you. So it's different. Indians can adjust, but you can't really expect, especially when it comes to spice and stuff. See, it's easy to not have something, right, Atul? It's easy to say, okay, I won't do it. But
Yeah.
when you're going to take something new and then it's going to hurt you, it's not easy. So it's, you guys can think about it. Okay. So the game
And
continued
another
after.
thing I would like to say about the atmosphere, India has 3 seasons. In foreign, usually there are only 2 seasons.
No,
They don't
no.
have
They have
that
four
thing.
seasons. They have 4 seasons.
Yeah, but main seasons
Yeah,
are
yeah. They say
basically
summer,
winter,
autumn, winter, spring, no? Summer,
Yeah.
autumn, winter, spring. They have
But
4. But
winter and summer, these are the 2 mainly they think like
main.
are there
Yeah.
main. But in India, the rain is always there, and they have a kind of like a cold atmosphere maximum time of the year. Hot is not that much common to the Europe or even other countries also. Hot is mainly in Asian countries. So
Yeah, no, Africa also is very hot.
yeah, Africa you
because,
can say Africa
because
is more hot
desert.
than in more
Yeah,
hot.
there's desert. They have a lot of desert, barren lands, so they are also hot. But yeah, it depends where on this you are. Obviously, Europe I think is more colder. Africa
Europe
is
as well
hot.
as USA, Canada, and
Africa
South Africa
is,
also.
Africa is actually more extreme. It's like a desert. It's more barren, so it is very hot or very cold. So like they have experienced everything, I guess.
Yeah.
Though rains, they are not very used to. I think that's the point. We are very
Rains,
used to
yeah.
rains.
So everything is different. And the point which you are talking about in India, we have a lot of people. They don't see that many people at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know. You just consider the way we are brought up. It's completely different, right? I mean, Atul will know better because I was at least not brought up over here. So Atul has better experience in this. But I mean, after coming, I had to also adjust at a very young age. So yeah.
Yeah, we will talk about that thing in later. Today we will focus on Harika Dronavalli, who is the star of Indian chess, you can say. Not only for the woman, but for everyone. I really admire her play, and the way she is playing in this game. She has started her attack. You can say she is beginning.
Has. And yes, Anshika, you have come right on time after the move A5. Welcome to the chat. So A5 was played with an idea of A4, so knight into C5 immediately, and then B into C5. So Harika has 2 pawns, and this pawn probably will push, and then there's an open file here. Let's see how the game goes. So Queen E3 was played. I think just targeting the C5 pawn for now.
She she saves the pawn with C4 move.
Yeah, she just plays C4. She says, fine. I mean, anyway, I need to push the pawn. Anyway, I have to do something. Why not push it? So Queen C5 check. King G8 does not mind it. I think King can go to H7 in the future, which we'll see if it happens. I don't know. And then Bishop C1, defending. I think this bishop is necessary now because black is not having a dark square bishop. So probably the dark square bishop of whites can actually help save the king.
And another thing is like why it is there, because the b file is open, no? So you need to have some
Yeah,
support there.
exactly. And maybe now the knight can also move. We'll see. Or push the pawn. Possible. Because the king is over here. So anyway, if we played a4. So a4 was played and f4. Okay, so exactly. The bishop went back and now white also has to try to do something. Now it's only black who is attacking, right? So white also has to try. So f4.
And the thing which I said earlier in the start of the game, if f4 pawn is there, our knight should be there on f5.
On f5. And that's exactly what Harika does. And I think f5 is also a threat, to be honest, over here to open up the position. So knight g7 again. And as Atul said, pawn on f4, you keep your knight on f5. That's what's happening. Knight g5, knight f5. The knight is sitting right there. And now again, rook d1 was played. What is the point with rook d1? I'm kind of trying to figure out. The rook was not doing anything here. Rook is not doing much over here. Why was rook d1 in particular played? Probably just stopping any knight move. You think so? If that,
yeah, maybe.
I mean, it could be possible, but now there's that pin is there, right? So
it's not that clear why he has played that move.
Wait, I see something.
What?
I see bishop c4.
I saw that thing, but rook d8 is not there, no?
How bishop c4, pawn c4, queen c6, rook d8.
It's a mate. Wow.
Yeah, queen e8, rook e8. That is a threat then. Small, tiny threat. If I was playing the game, I would not see it. I would have played some move and lost the game in 3-4 moves.
No, okay. Very nice trick.
Yeah, so it's a small trick and it says fine. I think this is the better file for the rook anyway, right?
Maybe you can show it. It's a very nice trick, not a small trick.
Let's make a random move.
Some random move, yeah.
Yeah, h4. So here bishop c4, pawn c4, queen c6, queen c6, rook d8, because the knight is over here controlling that square, and this would be checkmate. So this is basically the idea. But even if this idea does not work, let us say that black defends, even then the rook is good on this file. So it's like a development move for white.
I'll just bring some water for me.
Okay? Sure.
I come back. Just one.
Arjun says rook d1 with intention of bc4. Yes, exactly. I did not see your comment when you put it, but yeah, exactly. You mentioned it just as I did. Okay, so rook a5 was played, asking this queen to move away, and the queen did go. So queen f2. Now that threat of bishop c4, queen c6 is no longer possible. So what Harika did is, okay, I've at least kicked the queen away. Now it's time for me to actually improvise on that. So rook b5, get this rook to the open file. So now the rook is developed. Rook is directly looking onto the white king. And c3, a3 seem to be serious threats in this position. So c3 was played over here. And this queen is also like indirectly defending. It kind of feels like this pawn can be defended. So the move c3 was played. And here Harika played queen a5. What I see is queen c3 looks to be a direct threat because the pawn on b2 is pinned. So queen c3 is attacked. So Nigel played queen c2, defending the pawn. And here she relocated her pieces, I think, because a move like b3, b4 actually doesn't work, doesn't look like it, but she relocated. She probably did not want the pin, I think, this pawn. If there's a pawn push she wanted to capture, she played rook b8. Now the rook can do fine behind, so rook b8. And the move king a1, removing the pin, was played. And bishop a6, developing the bishop, I think, keeping the bishop on this title and developing it. If this rook was here, this would have been already much better for black, it looks like, but it's not really.
I'm back.
Yes, welcome back, Atul. So knight f3 was played, and here Harika played queen b5. I think when I see queen b5, I don't see a direct idea, but I see something of this sort that can come.
Nandini, you are on fire, okay? I will just say this. I tell this thing again and again, but I'm telling you the truth. It is not just because you are my friend, I'm praising you. But
You are getting the ideas. The way you got queen c6 move also amazing. The tactics you are very quick.
Thank you.
Because
COVID has helped a
I was
lot.
saying like d8 square is guarded by the knight, and you said like okay, we can just capture the knight.
Yeah. I think you must have just you must have seen Rook D8 first, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
means like that's what means.
Just
I
the
was
move
thinking about
order.
knight only, but you said like we can
Hmm.
actually remove the knight. I did not see that thing.
Okay, so Queen
Your
B5.
tactical view is very strong.
You know,
I
Atul, you're the first person ever to say that to me, okay? Everybody else I meet, everybody else have given me different opinions, including higher rated players. When I say title players, no, they've given me different opinions. They have told me positionally, like I'm good. Everybody has told me positionally, understanding is good.
maybe that
But
time you were not that good, but because you have solved so many tactics on
now, COVID
everything.
on stream, I have solved
Yeah,
maybe. That's
yeah. So that's why you have improved in that thing. Because
hmm.
earlier maybe it was not like that, but now because you are streaming, you are solving tactics every single day, so you must have improved. No, in 2 years, people change
That's true.
and they improve.
They do. Okay, so Queen B5 was played. Now, I don't see, Atul already seen the game, so Atul can tell. So, I don't see any other idea. It only seemed like there could be a vacating idea, but we will see if there's something else over here.
Another move which is very interesting in this kind of positions is to play a3.
Yeah, but if you can deflect this queen, then it will be useful, no?
Hmm?
If you can deflect the queen, then it is useful, no? Because I was thinking, suppose there's no queen, then there's a mate, for example.
Yeah, but
But
a3 is a very strong idea, I'm saying.
yeah, it is a very strong idea, definitely. I think you keep options open here, right? You can do whatever you have to do.
And after a3, let's suppose you capture there, then the pawn structure is bad, and if needed, okay, if needed, at some point you can even bring the rook on h8 in the game. But for that, one more thing
Definitely.
is that the eternal problem in French defense, the bishop on light square, you can say.
Yeah,
It will be
exactly.
activated. It will be activated from a4 to d1 diagonal.
Okay, you mean like this b5 a4 and get that. Yeah,
Yeah, that is
definitely.
one of the ideas. Not only in this kind of positions, but I'm saying like not only in this particular
In
position, but
any position.
in any position when the bishop is
Closed.
blocked, we try to open it up by sacrificing a pawn.
Yeah, I actually did not realize earlier I said the bishop can come out and it was open at that point of time, right? I did not realize that the diagonal is again closed and this is actually a dead bishop for the time being. So a3 is kind of compulsory. I did not realize till you mentioned that. I was, oh my god, the bishop is dead. What
Because
is this?
how else will you bring the bishop out
Yeah.
if you don't
A3 is
sacrifice the pawn?
A3 is the only way. A3 is the only way. And if I think if white goes A3, it should be bad, right? That
Yeah,
should
we
be
can
bad.
attack.
But it will be a slow and it will be like a slow continuation to win.
Maybe that is better
A3,
because the
right?
bishop is not
Yeah.
participating in the game.
Exactly. And it will be like black will have to squeeze through the win by getting one piece,
It will
right?
be a slow thing. It will be a
Slow
slow
game
thing.
because there's no sacrifice immediately, like there's nothing. So that will be a slow game, exactly. But okay, if the knight goes there, pawn is on a3, then this knight has to come to b5. Then you have this knight
It
e3
will
stuff.
not be quick finish. That is
Yeah,
very clear.
slow. Also, white gets counterplay. We have to also consider that.
Yeah, so maybe he should have done a3 here in this position in order to prolong the
To
thing.
stop this.
But he did not do that thing. He played g3.
It looks dangerous
That
too,
was
right? I don't
a
know.
serious mistake. I will say it was a serious mistake.
Why?
Because
He
after this, black got
underestimated
all
A3.
he needed.
You think he underestimated A3? Then A3 was played in that case. Yeah,
Yeah,
A3
he
was
underestimated.
played.
Obviously, he underestimated.
Oh, okay. So what happened here? B into A3. Yeah.
He must have seen a3. It's not like a top player
Yeah,
like
of course.
Nigel Shot will not see a3, but he just say like, okay, nothing will happen.
Oh, I think B4 does not work because of
No,
D4.
AB3 you cannot capture. In the CB3 you cannot really capture in this position, I guess so.
No, I was thinking we have knight B4 or D4. D4 looks stronger to me.
Okay, if we capture, then your plan is to capture and
Maybe
B4
now
you can
queen
capture.
B4
Queen
or
B4
knight B4
Knight
actually.
B4, yes, I will prefer knight B4.
Yeah, queen B1, then I can just move the queen and again have a threat. Actually, queen A4 is knight C2 idea.
Yes.
This should be winning. Correct. So d4, I think. I was first thinking knight b4, but then I thought, why should I unnecessarily sack a piece and don't know
Yes,
where
it's
it is
not needed in
going?
that position.
Why not do this? But yeah, okay. So that is
So
not
Harika
possible.
played a very strong move a3, and the idea we
B into
already talked about.
a3.
And guys,
And
please do like the stream, okay, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. That's what I will say.
yes, guys, please subscribe and like the video. How many likes do we have, Atul, right now?
I did not check today. I'm
We have
looking at
16
the-
likes, guys. Come on, let's make it a 20 very, very soon. And you guys are enjoying. So please be in the chat too. That would be really nice.
Yeah,
And Atul
Anshika
is
is saying time to gain some rating now, Nandini.
whenever I play, definitely will try my best.
Nandini is going to play for sure, 100%. Nandini, if you play, I will be very happy.
Sure, sure. With you only, I will plan a tournament. Otherwise, it will not
Yeah.
happen.
No, but considering all the positive things which you are doing, I feel like playing is something which will be cherry on the top.
Definitely. And I think that psychology also to some extent very important. Earlier,
Yeah.
I used to always, I will finish this game and then I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's
finish this
finish
game.
because it is almost going to finish in
Yeah,
just
yeah,
next
exactly.
5
So why
moves.
should exactly? So Atul has already told the idea of the bishop coming here, and that is
Yeah.
what exactly Harika does. Gets the queen back to a5. First, the queen came here with an idea of 95 probably, but then found the move a3, which was better. Then again came back, and now helping the bishop get there.
Mhm.
So bishop h3, bishop b5, we already discussed. And here rook d5 was played. I think to stop bishop a4.
It is not going to stop.
But yeah, we still have
because a very strong idea is there. After bishop a4, rook a5 we capture, bishop captures a2, rook b1 is a checkmate, as well as the rook on a5 is hanging.
Exactly, I just saw that. So bishop a4 still, rook into a5, and this is what happened. No, this didn't happen in the game. Oh,
No,
this
he did
didn't
not.
happen.
He did not capture
Okay.
on a5, but she played this same thing, and now she's going
Queen
to checkmate.
d2.
Okay. No, but just show the
Huh.
viewers like it is a checkmate now. It
Yeah,
is-
yeah, yeah. We just played here, and
Yeah.
this rook b1 and rook is hanging. So once the rook goes there, let's say you save the rook, this is a checkmate.
Checkmate, and if you move the bishop, then rook is gone.
Yeah, and then black is up a rook. So the move queen d2 was played. He did not capture this, of course, and he or she just played very simple chess, saying, "Okay, I can capture the rook."
But now now again the same thing is there in this position. You will not
Yeah.
believe this thing. The move which was played by Harika, that is really
let
amazing.
them find the last move.
Yeah,
of the last move of the game.
Yeah, a queen sacrificing her queen. The real life queen sacrificed the queen on the chessboard.
A nice way, right? It's just the same concept as the rook one, saying that I can capture this. It's hanging anyway. Let me do something else first. Perfect. Arjun got it. Bishop c2. With an idea of rook b1, I can capture this queen anytime. And if they block, then you capture the queen. And this is protected. Very, very important. You're not losing this knight.
This is the point actually. This is the point. If you just capture the queen earlier, then bishop will capture on f5. And okay, you will be the one who will be pissed down. Not pissed down, but exchange down.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you are just pissed up. Rook up in this position.
This is a very nice game. Very nice game. Very short and not very short actually. But it's a nice game. A nice way to attack. How you improvise your pieces. How do you go
opposite
forward.
Side,
opposite side. Whatever. Kind of castling. And how you go forward. Very nice game. Very nice. I think, yeah. We'll go to the next game, but right before that, I'll tell you what I was telling you, Atul. This is also something to the chat. When you guys play on-the-board tournaments, there'll be lots of pressure on you guys. What I have realized is whenever I have played a tournament, thinking of getting something, earlier at least, I had lots of pressure on me for some reason. I had lots of anxiety and just always choked, always did not perform well, or something or the other goes wrong. The minute you play with a free mind, Atul also has been experiencing that the minute you play with a free mind, you automatically do better.
And even if you are doing 10 things at the same time, still you
play. Exactly. And earlier, it was somewhat, I don't know what change it is, but now I feel as if, I literally, I don't care about the result. That is another thing. Earlier, I always cared, what is going to happen. If I lose, what is somebody going to think? What is somebody going to say? That is always there, right? But now I don't care. You say what you want. I lose, I win. I mean, it's
And actually, the thing is that you also don't care, and people actually never care. They are just
exactly.
concerned about themselves. Everybody
is
is so
true. That is
selfish
true.
about their own results and everything. They don't have time to think about a person who is playing in the tournament, what is happening in their life, why is he playing this?
Exactly. I mean, when you think too much about it, earlier I did think about it. I
I
used to
used to
think.
think, you will not believe this thing. Whenever I used to lose the game, I used to hide my face and go from the tournament hall. But now I don't do that thing. I don't do that thing. Now, even if I lose the
Exactly.
game or anything, I come out as if it's normal. I talk with the people the way I always talk, and I go. And even if somebody asks me what happened, I just say like, okay, I lost.
Yeah,
Means
no,
even if I lose.
yeah, definitely. And I used to be very embarrassed earlier. I have lost most of my games I lost with blunders, okay?
Yeah.
And earlier, if I lost like within 20 moves, I would be so embarrassed on the board itself. I'm like, what will I do? People will see they are lost in 20 moves. I'm being honest here. But if I
Yeah, yeah,
lose in 50 moves, I would not mind. Okay, fine. I played a game. But 20 moves, now what is there to be embarrassed? You just made a blunder, right? But I
yeah.
used to feel embarrassed. What will people think always? That was always
Log
on
kya
my mind.
kahenge?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now, in the past 3-4 years, like, that has been slowly changing and I literally don't care. So, yeah, I think that is very important. Just think about your game and yourself. Don't bother about other people. This you're talking about chess. If you implement the same thing in life, that is also great. But on
And
the chessboard, it is definitely good. Think
and
about your
one
game
thing
and your preparation.
and one thing which I mentioned earlier, that somebody is there for us now, who is
Yeah.
waiting with a smile. That person will not judge us related to our result, at least.
Yeah, and if you don't have that one person, guys, in your life, suppose you're the only one and no one wants you to play chess in the family or playing chess, I'll give you a tip. Just get a dog. You will have that person automatically, a dog or a cat. That person will always be there for you.
And who will not say anything. He will just give you
Exactly.
unconditional love.
Exactly. Even Dhoni has mentioned this. It was Dhoni, if I'm not wrong. He has couple of dogs at
Yeah, yeah, he
home.
has dogs. He has
Yeah,
shown.
and he mentioned that, whatever happens, I win or I lose, like my
Yeah.
dogs just don't care. They'll give me the same amount of affection.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I said. Unconditional love is there. No
exactly.
conditions attached.
Okay. But yeah, that's very important. Play with a free state of mind. Now I'm giving this bhashan here. I have to go and play, then prove that, okay, I am playing with a free state of mind. When I play only, I will know. But I'm telling.
I have done that thing in last few tournaments.
I know you have done it. That's why I said Atul has had, very recent experience with it.
Yeah. So let's move to the next game
Yes.
now.
So we have this game. This I've taken. It's a speed chess championship game. But
Mhm.
regardless, I've picked it up because it's against Hu Yifan. So I
Yeah,
picked
former
it
world
up.
chess champion, you can say, world women's
Yeah,
champion. And also
exactly.
world number one also. If you don't consider Judit Polgar, she was the world number one for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. She is actually the second highest rated player ever, a woman a player ever.
In the history
Hu
of
Yifan in
mankind.
history. First it was
Mankind.
Judith Polgar and then Hu Yifan.
And
So
the third one is our Konero Hampi.
yeah, definitely. Third is Koniru Hampi, who we already had a stream on.
Yeah.
Okay. Now going forward,
Hmm.
E4, C5, we have the Sicilian
People are
defense.
saying Nandini is secretly preparing for next Olympiad.
Yeah, and my coach, my mental
Mentor.
coach will be Atul Dahale.
Yeah.
Okay. So C3, E6, Atul is happy to see the Sicilian on the board.
Yes,
D4,
yes.
D5, but is it
And
exactly the
Harika
Sicilian?
has grabbed the center very quickly. And
Yeah, but it gets converted to French, isn't it? Or is it still Sicilian?
no, A6 is not usually in the French. It
Huh,
is
but
set up like
ED5,
that, but
ED5 is played. No, that's fine. I
yeah,
was like, what is this now?
kind of reversed
Bishop D3.
exchange Slav variation.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, no, it will be, it cannot be Slav. You can say exchange not even QGD actually. It looks like exchange French, but a
French.
mixture of other things, right?
Multiple things. It is mixture of multiple things.
Yeah. So knight
So
f6,
yeah.
castling, rook e1, immediate idea. So black has to castle. So bishop e7. And here, the minute bishop comes to e7, dc5. This is very,
Like
very common in
gaining the
QGD.
tempo.
Yeah, you win the tempo. Very common in QGT structures. If you guys, I hope you guys have faced it in your life. If you have not, then I pity you. Please go and face QGT and learn this basic concept. So then bishop c5. And here rook e1, I think again bishop can go back or bishop e6. I think bishop e7 back is better, right? Bishop e7 back.
Yeah, bishop e7 or maybe bishop e6 is also something which I
Actually,
would
there's
prefer.
knight g5, no? So
Yeah.
not sure, but I didn't want to give
Can
the
be
d4
played.
square. Yeah, possible. But okay, whatever. She went with knight bd2 regardless. Does not matter. Castling, knight b3, trying to gain the tempo. Bishop b6. And bishop is just remaining on this diagonal because the bishop won't do much over here. So it's taken the bishop to b6. And here on bishop g4 is probably the next move to develop. So Harika goes h3, immediately just stopping bishop g4, knight c6. And this is something Atul also has mentioned multiple times here on the stream. When there's an isolated pawn, you want to control the square in front of the isolated pawn. So black is already having 2 and wants to push, and then there'll be a queen if black manages to push the pawn. So Harika says, I'm not allowing that. I'm placing my knight right there in front of the pawn. So knight into, knight into. Now, usually when you get the square in front of the pawn can become a weak pawn in the future. That's the point of it. You don't allow the trade of pawns for the c to the d pawn. You don't allow black to get rid of it. Okay, now queen d6. Simple idea. I think bishop c7 and maybe a checkmate idea. Possible. So knight f5 was played in the game, attacking the queen. And she says, if you capture, then I'll have a bishop pair advantage. So I'm okay
And
with
then he
it.
will be dancing at that time.
Ah, but that did not happen. Queen e5, attacking the knight, asking the knight to move. And here Harika plays a nice move actually.
Bishop
Nice
e3.
move. Yes, bishop e3. Nice move in this position. I'm not moving the knight. I'm rather taking more control of d4, attacking your bishop. And the point is here she played bishop c7. But if bishop f5 was played over here, there will be bishop e6, I'm guessing. And what happens over here is d4 still can't be pushed. So the d5 pawn now definitely is a weakness. And it seems like it will be lost with bishop d4, bishop f6, and after you double the rooks and whatever. That pawn cannot be defended. Right, Atul? Atul, are you there?
There was some lag
Okay,
from
no,
my
your
side or your side.
video, I don't know, your video also got stuck, so I was not sure whether you're there. Okay, you're there. So yeah, this was definitely the idea. Take control of the dark squares because the dark squares are weak. The pawn is on a light square.
One
Get rid of the
interesting
knight.
thing which you were mentioning about that thing, I just want to tell you that if you are playing with the isolated pawn, try to keep at least one minor piece on the board, which will help you to protect your isolated pawn. But if you don't have that minor piece on the board, which will be protecting your pawn, then that isolated pawn is going to fall for sure when the major piece endgame will come.
Exactly, exactly. The pawn will fall, then you'll be down a pawn. You don't want that.
Even a bishop on e6, if you have only one bishop and if your opponent is having bishop on f3 or knight somewhere, still you will have more chances to defend because opponent's rooks will not capture the pawn.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The minor piece to defend is very
minor
important.
piece should be there to defend.
So yeah, that is why Huifan did not capture this. They wanted to keep the minor pieces, so played bishop c7 rather. The bishops look pretty cool over there, but I don't think they're doing much. And here Harika says, okay, I can completely block the diagonal and goes with the move f4. This is also nice. You kind of open up more roadways for white's pieces. The knight is defending the bishop, which is the very nice thing that the knight is actually on f5 right now. Queen is blocked. So queen goes to e6. And
now,
yeah, now she again just takes control of this d4 square beautifully. She says, fine, time to get my bishop here and target the knight, the pawn, and everything there. I think they're serious threats. G4, there's maybe move the queen out, rook e1 and queen g3. I think there's so many threats on the board now. Even knight g, if the queen moves, there could be a knight g7 and queen g4 or something of that sort. Whatever, not immediate, but whatever. There are lots of things coming up here. But getting this rook into the game seems to be very important to deflect the queen. Okay, so going forward,
these two are like snipers.
These
pointed
two, right?
Towards the black's king.
Yeah, exactly. And here knight e4 was played. I think she just immediately said, fine, I will just sacrifice the pawn or whatever it is and continue the game, get some counterplay. So Hui Fan played knight e4 because this would be way too passive. Like, a lot of times you have to decide whether you want to become active and continue or be passive and continue. Active may lose you some material, but you get activity. Passive, you keep your material, but you just have to defend, which ultimately will lead to a loss. So it's better to be active and give up material in advance and say, fine, I'll get some counterplay. So knight e4, and immediately bishop e4, d e4, and knight g7 because, well, that pawn was falling and it was sacrificed. So this was probably the counterplay she was hoping for with some queen g6 and the bishops over here. But Harika did not really care. She said, I have a pawn on f4. I just go f5. I'm taking my pawn further. And
She is
keep
stopping
pushing
that
it.
bishop's diagonal, which is more important now.
Yeah, but the point is, this was the counterplay she was looking for, Hui Fan, and she actually got this counterplay. But this position, I don't know how much it's going to help. Let's have a look. Queen g3 was played.
It is now the
I
escape
think,
of the king.
yeah, queen h2 is coming. You cannot stop it. So knight h5 was played. Okay, taking control of g3. Okay. Now I think there is no queen g3 check or queen f4 check. So this is very, very important. Knight on h5 now becomes a super important piece, and queen g4 seems to be a checkmate. Oh, nice. So e3, and again, if the bishop moves,
She says like, I'm going to capture everything.
yeah, I mean, if the bishop moves, then the bishop is not on that diagonal, and you want the bishop there. Probably it's winning, but why to do that? King e3, I can just run with the king. Rook e8
Can I play
check.
king e2 also? G2 is falling.
Oh yeah, we will show that g2 is falling. And probably counterplay. Probably you don't want it, right? Probably e2, no? Yeah, to stop all the
E2 is just
exchanging.
losing.
No,
No, bishop
f5.
f5. Yeah,
Bishop
bishop
g6.
f5 is.
But still seems like it could be winning for white, right?
Oh, you don't capture there, no, on e2. Play something else. Then.
f6. I give up this pawn and I
Yeah.
can run.
Try to
Awesome.
defend somehow.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, but trading queens is what obviously you want. So king e3, rook e8 was played, king d3, and Hui Fan says, fine, let me maybe try to safeguard my king, king f8. And
But the move which you suggested earlier came on the board.
I suggested earlier?
Queen g4 you were suggesting, no?
The idea was queen g4. Yeah, she still goes with queen g4 though. I think queen g7 is a threat, right? Rook e1 and everything is
Correct.
gone after that. So bishop e5, blocking queen g7 immediately. And Harika does not bother. She says, fine, I get more pieces into the game. I come with rook a e1, sorry. And bishop d4, she just goes with cd4. And the king's on d3, but the king is pretty safe. There are no checks possible on the board. Can you imagine? No checks. The king's on d3. There are open files all around, but there's no check possible because of the fabulous positioning of the white pieces. So rook into
It's
e1.
almost over, you can say. This is a
Yeah.
technically just winning position.
So here rook e1 was played, and
Now
she
it's
did
all
not
about
play
the
rook
king
e1.
hunt.
But she did not go with rook e1. Why? Rook e1 seems like queen g7 is mate, no? Why did not she play rook e1?
Maybe she wanted to give checks and checkmate.
Okay, maybe it's a blitz game, no? So she must have
Yeah.
just they must have also
Gone with the
pre-moved this.
forcing move, no? They always go
Yeah,
for
and pre-moves also. But otherwise, I think this is just a direct mate. Also, you don't know, it's 1 second increment, or I don't know how many one, usually chess.com speed chess. So we don't know what they must have already had a couple of seconds here. So makes sense. She must have also pre-moved this to get an extra second, right? So
Yeah.
queen g7, king here captures, king d6, queen f6. Again,
But
all
this is
post
the
moves.
straightforward. No, everything is with the check. So this is what you want in the game.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you don't have time. But still, the reason I'm still, kind of saying that move is because that is a direct mate, two move mate. No, that's why I'm like, stressing on that too. Why? It's just a two move mate. But okay, makes sense. Okay, so g3 blocking. This is a very nice move again. You want to block the path of the black queen from returning back. Bishop d7, and the idea was already known with g3. You wanted to give a check. So queen e5, king d8, queen h8. Don't tell me she picked up the rook also. No, she said I'm going with forced moves. I don't need the rook. Rook c1,
She is not
king
going for those
b6.
things.
And now
Queen
again a
e5,
very
c5
nice
checkmate.
move. Very nice move. Queen e5 coming back. I don't need your rook. All I need is
That
the
queen on
king.
h2 never really came in the game.
Exactly.
It went to
Exactly.
give a check to White's king to scare, but because of the check, only the queen, Black's king got checkmated. So funny.
Exactly. Exactly. Queen e5 is also very nice. Queen c5 checkmate, which is unstoppable.
Hmm.
There is rook c8, but again, black is losing because I think you capture still queen c5. So bishop b5 check was played. Last, chance. What is Harika going to do? Maybe capture queen into bishop. I don't know. But you played king e3 and the game was over. There are no more checks. Absolutely nothing on the board.
No, I don't
And
think so. King e3 will be the move.
uh,
Oh.
at least on chess base, king e3 was played, but I see rook e8 over here now.
Queen e2 check is also there.
Yeah. No, rook e8 is just losing the queen, right? Then do you think on chess base they fed it wrongly?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
something is
don't tell me
wrong.
she lost this game. The result is wrong then. She must have lost this game. They fed the result wrongly after playing. So she blundered at the end and somewhere over here.
No, no, no. The last moves they will not fit the properly. Maybe they played queen into 8 and the game was over. Like
Queen e5 was not played then. Queen e5,
no, no. Queen
I put
e5.
leeches.
She will.
I put leeches now to confirm whether Queen e5. Queen e5 is a blunder here because of
Hmm.
bishop b5 check is winning.
Yeah, yeah. She must
So
not have played. No, she
she
will just
have
capture the
played
rook on
queen
8.
8.
Yeah, will just
Hmm.
capture. That is in chess base it is something wrong, but
Sure,
because she is
right?
getting the rook for no reason and there is no check also in the position,
No, no, no.
just
See, she's getting the rook, but unless what happens when you're playing blitz chess, right, or bullet,
Hmm.
when you don't have time, you pick up the rook usually. But suppose she thought there was a mate and she missed bishop b5, then it is,
Hmm.
then the result is wrong. Then the
we
game
will
must
give
be there.
we will give benefit of doubt.
Yeah, we don't know now what the result was, but we saw the whole game was winning for Harika anyway. Even if she lost in the last move blunder, last two moves blunder. So don't worry about it. And if she won, she played queen a8. She didn't play queen e5. And yeah, queen e5 looked like a nice move. When I praised it, I did not see bishop b5. But yeah,
So
so
that's what
this
I was
was.
thinking, and I thought like it is not actually a good move.
Hmm. Well, this
Okay,
is the
anyway,
game.
it was a very interesting games which we have
I
looked
think
at
both the games are very nice,
against.
right? Attacking and
Yeah,
very
yeah.
nice games, both the games.
Way she played on g7 in this game also she attacked. So it was worth understanding so many things and looking at also. I like this both the games I will say, and I hope that the
Yeah.
viewers also enjoyed these games. And guys, now just to let you know, we will be having more videos and everything right from Chennai.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, most probably, we will be having one stream with Chess Base India Hindi, and after that, I will be coming to Chennai. Means I'll be flying, and Nandini is also going to come. So we will have all the updates right from the venue itself now. So
Yeah,
I think like
exactly.
we enjoyed all the streams until now, and you will keep continuing like support whatever you have done till now. It was great till now, and we'll enjoy more we together in next videos, live streams to do help us to reach more people, because more content is going to come on this channel. It is just the beginning because Olympiad is going to start.
Exactly. And thank you so much for 20 likes too, guys. Whoever put the 20th like, thank you so much. Please, whoever are here who have not hit the like button, if I've forgotten to, please like the video right away. And we have Anshika in full Josh. She is also really excited.
Yeah, I will be missing Anshika there in Chennai because I thought like she will come for at least one day, but she's not
Yeah.
going to come. But okay,
No
still
worries, Akshika. We will stay connected on social media and you can
social
see
media.
everything that is going on. We will try to post what we can post, right? Even on our
Yes, yes.
personal handles, we will try to post and show you guys how it is because we understand everybody cannot come there. And if you cannot, well, at least through our eyes, you can see what we are seeing. So we will try to post what we can. and show you guys what's going around. We'll
And
definitely
will
do
the
that.
opening ceremony of Olympiad be streamed? Of course, it will be streamed. Why
Definitely.
yeah, definitely. Everything will be shared with you guys here. So we'll be waiting for all the things, and we will be heading to Chennai very soon, guys. So we'll be having more updates right from Chennai. And
Yeah, but don't worry, we still have streams coming up. We're just telling you in advance. Don't think that this is the last stream. No, it is not.
no.
We have
We are
streams
going to
coming
have
up. We're just
yeah.
informing you guys in advance.
We are just telling you that we will be having more updates from Chennai.
Exactly. So yeah, thank you so much, Arjun. I'm really glad that you enjoyed and you had fun on stream and you learned something. Thank you so much. Please share this video with whoever, you have friends who are chess enthusiasts. Please share the video, share the stream, the channel link, and let them also learn just like you guys are learning. And we are going to see you guys anyway tomorrow again on the stream, so don't worry. And hi, Rishil. Yes, you're late, but no worries. You can go back and watch the stream if you wish to. And I think we shall make a move right now, Atul. I think we can wrap up.
Let's
So yeah, thank you so much, guys. We reached 23 likes. Wow, guys, another 2 likes. We reach at 25. Come on. We have a team C as well. Yeah, exactly, Janvi. Yesterday we did have a team C special that was in the open category. So women's category, it depends on how many days we have. We'll be keep on doing every day, and we'll see. Whoever we get a chance, we'll do it for sure. We have time for the Olympiad anyway, so don't worry about it. You just keep coming to the channel and you watch. You can see what is there and what we have for you.
Yeah.
And Atul, any last words?
No, just keep up the good spirit, I'll say, and wish our all chess superstars, you can say, on their social media accounts on Twitter,
Yeah.
tag them and give your best wishes. And if you have any wishes also, I will say, like, please send it to us, some of your videos for wishing our team India.
Definitely.
We will post those videos, compile those videos on our channel. I will even post that thing on Twitter also to
Oh,
send your
wait.
videos.
Atul, very nice
Yeah.
idea, guys. If
Yeah.
you want to feature on the channel, we will do it. Very good
Yeah.
idea, Atul. You
Yeah.
guys can send your wishes, saying, all the best to so and all our teams. You can also mention your favorite player. Just
Yeah.
and we will post it, and we will make those videos reach the specified people. We can do it. So
Yes.
we will tag them and
Definitely,
make
we
it
will
reach
upload.
them.
We will compile all the best wishes and
Yeah.
we will post on the channel.
Yeah, so definitely share it with us whenever
and
you
you
can
tell
do
your
it.
friends also to send us the video. Our social media accounts, on my Instagram, you can send it to me. Atul Dahale, Nandini is there, and Nandychess is there, and on Twitter also you can send us. So you have lots of
Definitely.
platforms where you can
Just
send it to us.
wherever you can share it, no worries. And yeah,
we will
hopefully
compile
we
them
get a
and
few
we'll put them.
videos from you guys and we
Yeah.
can also share them. And
Just
yeah,
share your
so
best wishes for our team India.
exactly. And yeah, I think we'll wrap up right now.
Yeah.
And we are good to go. So thank you so much for joining us today, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow, next stream. Ta-da.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.